How are you?
Oh, well, oh, well. You made some fabulous points in the post-match show and stuff, so I'm going to pick your mind about Virat. So that's definitely upcoming. So you of course, the viewers can check it out. But we can get cracking with the preview first. Right then, ladies and gentlemen, it is Chennai Super Kings who come up with a 20-run win, and that puts them top of the pops of IPL 2021. Right, so we have Brian Lara joining us in the house right now, and he said Mumbai was going to win, but it was Chennai. Unfortunately, a prediction going wrong, and he's also lost to the Robots, so it's not been a fine night. It's been a tiring night. Brian, first and foremost, how are you feeling after getting a few wrong tonight?
Well, I think, I don't want to say that Mumbai Indians played bad cricket. You got to give credit to Chennai Super Kings. Getting 30 runs, 4 wickets down. I mean, yes, they should have been done and dusted by the Mumbai Indians. There are a few things that Karen Pollard did out there that I felt that he didn't really press the gas at the right time and sort of just came off the pedal and allowed the Chennai Super Kings to get back into the match. But they played great cricket. Jadeja and Ruturaj Gaikwad put together a partnership. Bravo with his cameo at the end there gave them something to fight with. And in those situations where you dung and out, and all of a sudden you have a total to defend, the impetus, the sort of the whole game changes in your direction, and that's what happened. I felt that Mumbai walked in after the halfway stage and felt, well, how did they get to 156? Should have never gotten 156. And they went into the batting part of it not feeling comfortable about it. And it showed in their batting. A lot of false shots, a lot of shots in the anxiety. And it just caused their demise. But saying all of that, I think Chennai Super Kings played like champions. You played like a team that knew how to win from any situation, and they did that.
Yeah, I was going to ask you next if they reminded you of their old selves, the vintage Chennai we've seen, and they certainly turned out a display like that. What about the turning point? Do you reckon it was the Pollard LBW with Hazelwood getting him out there?
Well, when you got a player like Karen Pollard in your lineup, no total is safe with the opposition. He can destroy most bowlers. Yes, it was a key moment in the game at that stage of the game. But I just felt that Gaikwad, Ruturaj Gaikwad's innings, he's losing more experienced partners at one end, and he stuck it out there. He's a junior in that team, and he stuck it out there. And that, for me, was really the turning point in the game, because I felt at one point in time I'll be home by 10, 11 o'clock in the evening. But they really and truly fought till the end, and I think he was definitely the catalyst that gave them the confidence. So I think that was really the turning point, because we could have been having this conversation maybe 2 hours ago.
Yeah, I mean, from 24 for 4, essentially 24 for 5, with Raidu being retired hurt as well, for Ruturaj to do what he did was brilliant. Not just give Chennai a sniff, but more than that. What this does, of course, in the points table, in the grander scheme of things, is give a chance for the bottom 4 teams to look up and say, you know what, we're still in that catch-up for the 4th spot, because Mumbai had dragged in. They played, I think, 8 points. How do you assess the points table? Because Chennai, of course, are sitting top.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, the teams at the bottom have to be optimistic. And you always look at the team that's closest to you to lose more games than win more games. You don't want Mumbai Indians to be pulling away from you. So the more that they could be kept on the 4 wins, 8 points, every other opposition would fancy themselves. They know that they have a game against Mumbai Indians, and that game most of the times is kind of like a game that you have to win just to drag them even further back. But in saying that, I mean, Mumbai Indians is looking to go back to back to back. I mean, what does that leave the likes of Punjab Kings and KKR and SRH? They know that they have a battle in their hand, and the wrong team is in the 4th position. That's what they most likely thinking, because when Mumbai Indians really turn it on, you can see how devastating they could be. I mean, Chennai Super Kings was serious trouble tonight.
All right, let's see if the predictions have, of course, got to you. It has. Let's just make no mistake of it, because it was 1-0. It was a tight 3-match contest in these terms of the bowlers, batsmen, and the winner. Now, Brian just got none tonight, which is unfortunate, but he'll come back stronger. We can definitely vouch for that. Let's start off with the batsman. I know you've already spoken about Rituraj Gaikwad, but he features in the stat of the day, and I'll put it up for you, Brian, because his score of 88 not out is the highest for a CSK batsman against Mumbai in the IPL, which just shows you that Mumbai aren't a team to kind of concede hundreds in the IPL. What have you made of Rituraj Gaikwad, and what have you made of that stat as well?
Well, I mean, you just go back to even 2020 IPL in the UAE. CSK was out of the tournament maybe in the last 3-4 games, and he came out and he performed really well on those under those conditions in Dubai, in Abu Dhabi, and he showed that the conditions in the UAE suited him. I thought it was an exceptional innings, and you listen to the buzz around the studio. You listen to certain people talk about players. I'm very close to Dwayne Bravo as well. They rate him very, very highly. So I think he showed his class, and you want a young player like that to get accustomed to scoring runs in all conditions, because it augurs well for him. If he's just in the doldrum, not getting the runs that he wants to get, you kind of find a player just petering out into nothing. And I like the fact that he's put his name out there. He's won a match for his team and added pressure moving forward. But I think he's capable of handling it.
Right, I mean, great knock from Rituraj Gaikwad. He's entered the orange cap race. He's fifth now in that position. Bowlers next, and Criclytics was absolutely having a shocking night, apart from the result win that it predicted. It said Moeen Ali didn't get the wickets. You said Bumrah. He definitely got the wickets, but the pick of the lot was Adam Milne. And let me just tell the viewers right now, because Brian, as you remember, we asked them who's going to be bowling the most dot balls prior to the game. Now, there were two winners. It was a joint first, in fact, which was, of course, Adam Milne with 14 dot balls, and, of course, Deepak Chahar as well. It was unlucky because Deepak Chahar hobbled off in that last over. He could have actually pipped it. So we had a fan who got it right, and it's a shout-out to Nagarjun M, who will stand a chance to win a goodie bag from us. So get in touch and let us know in the email below in the description. But, Brian, coming back to your point here, Mumbai's bowling, were you impressed with them? They were 4 for 24, Chennai. They could have been more ruthless, you think?
I think it's more tactical. You've got two spinners that you most likely will have to use at some point in time. But I felt that you make it easy if you can't have Bumrah just bowling one over. At that stage, you got to impress on him that, listen, we need to get a breakthrough. But sometimes you just feel that you're in so much control of the game that you can pretty much play it as you want. And that went against Mumbai Indians. So I wouldn't necessarily say the bowlers were bad. I just felt that, if handled differently, strategically, tactically, I felt that they would have gotten a better results. Now, you can't take anything away from Jadeja and Gaikwad. They are batsmen. I mean, proper batsmen. Jadeja is one of the best going around in all formats of the game. So they could have put up a partnership or defiance against any bowlers. But I felt if they used them properly, no way 156 was on the card for Chennai Super Kings. I think, it was played, it was given to them at certain stages, and they capitalized on it. And they took the spinners to pieces. And when Pollard had an opportunity with the ball, he also disappeared. And then you realize whoever comes back at the death, if the batsmen are well set, they are going to go. Even Bravo, who wasn't well set, took back Trent Bolt. And it was just mayhem later on. So I just felt that I can't blame the Mumbai bowlers, but I just felt that they could have done a little better tactically.
It makes you think, because, of course, the tournament has just started, but it's funny because it's already in the business end of the season right now, and it's ironic that way. But having said that, thanks so much for, of course, joining us for this preview. We'll bring you more videos with Brian Lara, and we're going to ask him about Virat Kohli as well. So watch the next video after this one.